Some breaking news coming in, not related yet to the elections. This is about the eternal flame of the Amar Jawan Jyoti that's at the India Gate. It's not been extinguished, you remember, for 50 years. It's going to be put out today as it'll be merged with the flame at the National War Memorial. Now, the Congress has slammed the centre for this. They're calling it a matter of great sadness. First, my colleague Shreya Dhondiyal, she covers the Defence Ministry. She's going to be bringing us more updates about what we have to look forward to a little later today. Shreya, could you bring us more details?
Good morning to you, Toya, and good morning to all our viewers as well. It will be an emotional moment when you see the eternal flame, which is meant to be eternal, will be extinguished today at India Gate. Now, this flame, as you know, was commissioned by Indira Gandhi after India's victory in the 1971 war, where the country of Bangladesh was born. And since 1972, every Republic Day, this is where prime ministers and presidents have paid homage to the fallen soldier, known and unknown. It was erected in honor of the 3,800 plus soldiers who had died fighting the 1971 war. Now, what had happened in 2019, February 2019, is that the National War Memorial of India was made ready and inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi. There's an eternal flame that burns there as well. The National War Memorial has the names of 26,000 plus soldiers who died in various battles and missions post-independence, etched on bricks all over the National War Memorial. So this is now, the place where all ceremonials take place, not just before Republic Day, but on other events as well. The whole point of the government is that, in any case, since we have a dedicated National War Memorial and the structure of the Amar Jawan Jyoti in any case was ad hoc, there is little point in having two eternal flames. So the eternal flame at the India Gate will be a part of it, will be taken to the National War Memorial today and merged with the eternal flame there. So in a sense, it still lives on. But of course, opinion is divided because for generations, for the last 50 years, for many, many Indians, India Gate and the Amar Jawan Jyoti have been a sort of pilgrimage to pay tribute to the fallen soldier, known and unknown. So people are saying, what's the point? What's the problem in having two eternal flames? You can maintain one, you can maintain two as well. This is sacrilege, according to many. But, there is another school of thought. The other school of thought is saying that, look, now we have a dedicated war memorial and all the names of the people, of the soldiers who died in the 1971 war, all 3,800 of them are etched at the National War Memorial as well. So it is not like you're taking away their honor, just that the eternal flame has now been shifted to the National War Memorial.
Shreya, thank you so much for painting for us those two opposing views. Now, just to bring our audiences a little bit more context, we're going to go over to my colleague Pallavi. She's with us live this morning. Pallavi, could you bring us a little bit more context here on what the Congress is saying?
See, obviously politics has blown out over it, and the War Memorial at the Amar Jawan Jyoti, Toya, we all know, for all of us who live in the national capital and also those who visit the national capital, it always holds a very emotive feeling. Whenever we talk about India's freedom struggle or the fight against the British, it's the Amar Jawan Jyoti is a stark reminder, a somber reminder of that. And that's the point which is being made by our politicians. The lead, of course, being taken by Manish Tiwari, and then, of course, Rahul Gandhi, both of them making the point that, this is something which just goes on to show that how the central government just wants to do politics over it. They have scant regard for our ideals, for our principles, for our past, as well as for history. Just to step aside, Toya, not just Amar Jawan Jyoti, consistently the attack coming in from the Congress party on the BJP and the central government has been precisely this. They have no regard for our history, whether it comes to, say, the parliament, whether it comes to parliamentary norms. These are the norms which have always been sidelined by the central government.
Pallavi, thank you so much for bringing us those details. As my colleague Pallavi was highlighting for us over there, the Congress continues to maintain that by making this move, there is the sidelining of history that's actually taking place. Now, I want to go over to my colleague Maria Shakil to understand a little bit more. Maria, good morning. Thank you for joining us. For our audiences, can you illustrate how the centre is responding to these claims that are coming in from the Congress?
Yes, we are seeing a series of tweets being put out by various, the Congress leaders, and including Rahul Gandhi now attacking and questioning the centre. But the centre's view is very clear that there is entire central vista which has undergone renovation. a new, a system will be put in place, and the light will be lit again. So this is not really, end of a project, but perhaps a new shape and size and a new idea will be taking birth again. So I think, moving away from politics, this is something that as Shreya has been highlighting it, will be playing out again and again. And this is the challenge that the government has been facing, that anything and everything that has to do with the past is gradually, being put to rest, and a new idea is taking shape since 2014.
Maria, thank you for bringing us those details. I actually want to go back now to Shreya, who is with us. You remember Shreya covers the Defence Ministry. Shreya, I know that defence officials typically tend to stay away from political controversies, from commenting on such things. But what is the general sentiment? Is there a general sentiment towards the Amar Jawan being moved today?
Look, as I said, this is an emotional moment. For generations of army officers, all wreath-laying ceremonies and ceremonials have happened at the Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate. The armed forces are apolitical and they will not express a view to the outside media. But we have many retired personnel, and possibly, through the day you could patch up with them as well to hear what they need to say. But for example, of the former naval chief is on record, Admiral Arun Prakash is on record to say that, look, in any case, the Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate was an ad hoc arrangement. Given the fact that India now has a national war memorial, there is no harm in the eternal flame just burning there. But there are others who don't want to be named, who have called this sacrilege. They've said this is India's tradition, this is India's history. Why mess with that? What is the problem in having two eternal flames? In fact, you should have hundreds of eternal flames all across the country to honor and commemorate the soldiers who have given their lives in the line of duty, not just pre-independence, but post-independence as well. Again, look, as I said, for many, many people, there are, many families across this country over the 50 years who've got their children to see the India Gate, which is not just a war memorial, but even for Amar Jawan Jyoti, for their children to come and see the Amar Jawan Jyoti, to see the valor and sacrifice of your soldiers. So, Toya, it is an emotional moment, and I think the Congress party has realized it's an emotional moment and it's tapping into that. But you will see that somber ceremony today play out at around 3 o'clock when you see the eternal flame of the Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate being extinguished, and a part of it being taken to the National War Memorial, which is barely 400 meters away, and it will be merged there as well. So in a sense, the eternal flame continues, but in a sense, it will be doused as well.
Shreya, thank you so much for bringing us those updates. Now, my colleague Shreya was highlighting how important it's going to be to hear in from some voices that are part of the defense fraternity. Across the day, we have one such voice for you right